Hello everyone. In this video we're going to be working with the rich text editor in CM1, probably the most used widget on a day-to-day basis you'll be in contact with. So what we're going to do is we're going to find a page where rich text widget's on, and we're going to open it up for editing. Get it? And we have our rich text editor here. Now just a brief overview um, of the controls. So if I type in some text here, you'll notice by default the rich text editor will wrap everything in a paragraph tag. Now if I want to say make this a H1 or an H2, which are heading 1, heading 2, I have this drop down menu here. I would simply just highlight the text and select the format I wish to use. As far as controls go, by hitting the Enter key, that'll create a new paragraph. Now, say I want to create a page break, but not a new paragraph. You'd accomplish that by holding the Shift key and hitting Enter. So Enter for paragraphs, Shift Enter for breaks. Some other things we could do in the top left, you can bold text, italicize, and underline. Strike through. These buttons here for alignment. By default, align left. You could align center, right, or fully justify it. These are some controls you're familiar with, just simply cutting, copying, pasting. Here are two options that are very useful. Paste as plain text and paste from Word. So if your content creators create their content either maybe in Notepad or Microsoft Word, they would simply copy the contents into their clipboard and then paste it into here and then insert. And that will strip all the Microsoft Word specific formatting from that, and you'd have clean text. Just like paste as plain text, you could type out your content, paste it in, and then format it as necessary. So if this needs to be an H1, this could be an H2, so on and so forth. These controls here let you insert either ordered or unordered lists. And these control the indent or the outdent. So you can either increase the indent or increase it. This is a block quote element used for quoting things in a passage. Find and replace. This is useful if you have a large amount of content in here and you're looking for a particular term or a group of terms, and you can replace that with text of your choosing. These here we used quite often. This is the first one is linking. So say we want to make this piece of text link to somewhere else. We'd click here, the insert edit link icon, and you can enter an external URL if it's going someplace outside of CM1. Or if it's internal, the best way to do it is simply browse to it. So say we'll link this back to the home page as an example. Insert, and now we have this piece of text is now a hyperlink. Now once it's linked, if we need to change that, we just simply click on it and we can browse to another section. You can also just remove the hyperlink by using this button here. To create an anchor, we'll go ahead and select this, and we'll give this a name. So we'll call this, for this example, say the About Anchor. We'll go ahead and insert, and now you see we have the anchor symbol. So say if we have some content towards the bottom that we want to be anchored to this piece. We'll select it and then go back to Insert Edit Link. And you'll see here in the drop down our anchor appears, and we can insert that, and now this will jump to that. This icon here is used to add insert images directly into the rich text. Once again, we can browse through our asset library and we can either choose the full image or the automatically generated thumbnail. In the Appearance tab, we have some additional options. We can set how it's aligned, resize it if need be. We could add a border, and even add a class to it. If there's if there was some CSS written to have this image behave a certain way, we could attach it here via this drop down. So let's remove this image and let's browse for another one. Notice we can also edit the alt text and the title in this field here. So we'll insert this. Now say we want to attach a hyperlink to this image. What we would do is just click on the image and then click on the Insert Edit Link, and once again just browse to where we want this to go. So say we'll have it go to this country's index page. Insert, and now this page, now this image has been hyperlinked. The More link, we click this and insert. Basically what this does is it will auto-generate summaries for you. So in widgets like the Page Auto List widget, the Blog List widget, the Results widget, any text or content that we edit, we enter and edit above here, if we insert the Read More link, it will pull all this in automatically as a summary. So that's the More link. The HTML source view is very useful. Basically, we can toggle back and forth. This is very useful if, say, we're copying HTML and we need to paste it in. That's one way, one good application of this. And it's also a good idea sometimes to look at your HTML and see what's being generated. This will remove all the styling that you select the text, remove styling, and it will bring it back to plain text. So if there's been a lot of changes made and you just want to start from scratch, you can hit this button and it'll remove it. Now the styles drop down. We'll talk about this for a second. All of these are CSS classes, and by default they are left blank, free for the users to use. So if you have, if your person who wrote the CSS for your site chooses to, they can write CSS to support these classes. So basically, let's talk of an example. Say you have call-out boxes with maybe a gray background, rounded corners that have announcements. The CSS could be written, added for this class, so then you as a user would just need to wrap everything in this box1 class. So that's one application of this styles dropdown. The rest of this is tables. You have full ability to insert, work with tables within the rich text editor, which can be very helpful for a lot of data that structured in a certain format. All these controls can help you manipulate tables. So that concludes the overview of the rich text editor. I hope you found this helpful, and thank you for watching.